Okay, continuing on with lesson 1. The next question is, how many cubic feet of water can be contained in a tank 20 feet in diameter by 25 feet high? So let's draw our tank. It will be 20 feet in diameter, 25 feet high. So the formula is 0.785 times diameter squared, so times 20 feet times 20 feet, times the height times 25 feet. So let me go back to the question. It's asking for me in gallons, but let's go ahead and calculate this. If we do the math on this, it's asking for it in cubic feet, so we don't have to do any further calculations. That'll be 7,850 cubic feet, right? Because we have foot times foot times foot, 1, 2, 3 cubic feet. So if we go back to the question, how many cubic feet of water can I put in this tank? 7,850 cubic feet. Okay, the next question. The next question, how many gallons does 1,000 feet of 18-inch pipe contain? So remember, a pipe is like a reservoir but smaller and on its side, right? Okay, it's 18-inch pipe and it is 1,000 feet. Okay, so when we are calculating, we have to make sure that we convert to feet, right? Because this, we want to keep all of our units alike. So 18 inches, if we divide 18 inches by 12 inches in a foot, the answer will be 1.5 feet. Be 1.5 feet, so this 18 inches becomes 1.5 feet. So 1.5 point, let's try this again. Let's pop this into our formula, 0.785 times the diameter squared, so times 1.5 times 1.5 times the height, or the length in this case, would be times 1,000. And in this case we want to know how many gallons, so we're also going to multiply it by 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. When we, sorry about that, when we multiply that out, 0.785 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1,000 times 7.48, our answer is 13,211.55 gallons. So just to make this really clear, the formula will give me cubic feet if I multiply up to this point, 0.785 times the diameter squared times the height. So 0.785 times 1.5 times 1.5 times 1,000. But we know that that's going to give us cubic feet, and if we want to get to gallons, we have to convert it by multiplying that times 7.48 gallons per cubic foot. When we do that, the feet cancel and we're left with gallons. So then when we finish multiplying this out, we're left with this answer, 13,211.55. Okay. The next question is, a trench is 400 feet long, 4 feet wide, 5 feet deep. How many cubic yards of soil are excavated? So let's draw our trench. It's 400 feet long, 4 feet wide, 5 feet deep. So our formula is length times width times height. 400 times 4 feet times 5 feet. That will give us 8,000, cubic feet. But the question is, how many cubic yards are excavated? Again, it's very common that we measure soil in cubic yards because we want to know how large of a truck that can carry the soil, or how many cubic yards of backfill we need to bring back to this trench. So that's often measured in cubic yards. So in order to do that, we convert this to cubic yards. So we know that if we look at our conversion sheet, that 1 cubic yard is equal to 27 cubic feet. So if we divide this by 27 cubic feet, we will be left with cubic feet per cubic yard. The feet will cancel, we'll be left with cubic yards, And our answer is 296.29 cubic yards. Roughly 296 cubic yards. Okay. Let's go to the next question. Actually, we're going to make another video for the last 3 questions.